you remember on Shark Tank, I said you can
Yes.
go from kumbaya all the way to heavy metal fire.
Woo! Welcome back to Talking with Teri TV. Now today we're featuring a product that fights against wildfires one campfire at a time. It's called the LavaBox. If the name wasn't interesting enough, the man behind it surely is, and his deal on the Shark Tank takes things to a whole new level. Welcome Chief Eruption Officer Josh Thurman to the show.
Hey, Teri.
Welcome. Hey.
Hey.
We've had quite the interesting morning.
We have. It's all my fault.
No, but it's been absolutely delightful to have you here. And I just want to hear a little bit more about you and how this idea was inspired.
Sure. Well, first, thanks for having me on. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. It's exciting to be here, and especially something local. I love it.
Yes.
So first, I'll just tell you a little bit about the product. So LavaBox was born in the end of 2019.
Okay.
And it was truly built from necessity. I sit on the board for the Colorado Whitewater Association. We're big kayakers and we love rafting and all those kind of things. We had our last trip of the year, and we were out in Kremling, Colorado. And if you've ever been out there, it can get really cold, and it was 12 degrees that day. And we had been rafting all day. We were wet, so we went to go make have a fire. And of course, there was a fire ban. We couldn't have a fire. And I said, man, we gotta fix the situation. We got some of those round pits that people have, and they just don't put out any heat. And I was maybe there was a couple beers involved, but as a maker, I said I'm gonna build something far better than this. Went home that on Sunday at the end of the trip. My wife said, you gotta fix this whole problem. I said, I will. Got home, built 7 prototypes, and the LavaBox was born. Right after that, built a website, put it online, sold 40 in the first 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I said, wow, now we know we have something that has legs.
Yeah.
And that's how it was born. And so it was something that truly we needed.
Yeah.
And it's funny, people always ask me if there was a lot of market research and all those sort of things. In this case, I just knew. I knew it was something that it had a space. It was something that I was really familiar with, and I knew that was going to be a winner.
I love it. Well, and I think that's where success comes from, right? When you know, but a lot of things is finding the problems and then solving for the problems. Like, Jeff Hoffman, who created Priceline and the little kiosks at the airport. I mean, he literally found a problem and how can I solve this problem? And his story was interesting because he was standing in line one day. He's like, if we had a solution to this, would you guys pay to do this? And he's like, yes. Went home, created it, right? And so I think that's really powerful. And the fact that you had 40 sell within the first week is pretty impressive.
It was outrageous.
Yeah.
I mean, it really truly was.
Yeah.
And that wasn't just people locally. It was people who saw the website, and I had announced that we can talk a little bit about my guerrilla marketing techniques. But it just really was. Put it up, threw it up on a few Facebook pages, and people said, I love that, I want one.
Yeah. I love this. And we were talking offline, and I was like, you have kind of an interesting story, background too. And so we were talking about just your experience, the drive and maybe the motivation to do well in the world and create well.
Yeah, it has been a weird road, a strange road. Circuitous would be the right word, because it just has always been a struggle for me to get things done the way I want them done. And I have always struggled with a lot of learning disabilities, grew up in special education. My best friend is deaf. And to this day, we still communicate, and it's been this kind of long road to get to something. I'm always trying to make something or build something or create something and change the world. And I've had a lot of misses, but this was the first one that really was the one that made it.
Yeah.
But it takes you on a really strange path when you don't have a really prescribed way to be in life.
Yeah. And I think that's
is that okay? Yeah, I always wonder.
I just think that's powerful. Some of you know as well that I had a learning disability as well, dyslexia, and it's a challenge, But I do think, and someone told me along the way, and I love this, and they said, the folks that have learning disabilities are one of the most geniuses, the most brilliant people on the planet.
Let's not go too crazy.
I'm like, this is because our brains think differently, right? And so we don't necessarily, and I always joke that, sometimes we think that that A plus B equals C. You know, when we start to look at the world in a different way, it's like A plus 9 equals purple.
Yeah.
And so when you can see that, it opens it up, right? And
It
so
does.
it's just, you know, every one of us have, and I just think it's an inspiring story, because even when, and my husband and I have spent almost 20 years volunteering for Special Olympics, and that's kind of like our heart, and what we, you know, spend time and energy and resources on. And so I think it's just really powerful to say, like, hey, I've had this, and you're proof that, you know, we can overcome it, because it's not like something we have it one day and we don't. It's something that we have to face every day to overcome.
Yeah, and I totally agree. You know, obviously you and I have been really lucky to be able to move past a lot of it, or find a way around it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that a lot of folks decide that they can't do something, they just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
And that's really the answer.
Yeah.
You know, I was at the National Sports Center for the Disabled for many years. I was the program director there. It's the largest adaptive sports program in the world. Skiing program is, and you know, it really was that was the real attitude, was that you may think you can't do it, but you just haven't done it yet. And we're going to go do it.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out a way. And that's actually a lot of the tinkering for LavaBox came from that, building adaptive equipment and really thinking around it, not being so linear in the way you go through life.
Yeah, I agree. So, you had 7 different prototypes in a relatively short amount of time.
Which is normal for me. Like, let's make 20 of them and see which one works the best.
Yeah. Well, and it's powerful. So you landed on this one. You landed on this this design.
Yes.
And so tell us a little bit about the design.
So the many people will recognize the classic ammo can. This is a 50 cal ammo can. They first started kind of cropping up in the world in World War I. There was wooden ones. The prototype of this was before World War I, and then they started making steel ones through the Vietnam era. And it was something that is prolific across all rafting because they're waterproof, they're super tough. And normally people don't put fires in them. They put a lot of strange things in them, but not fires. And people have been using them for all kinds of things. And I said, this is something that we know in the industry, in the rafting world, that works very well. Why wouldn't it be great to put a campfire inside of it? And that's actually, it started off as something that was going to come out of the box, and then it became the box. That made more sense.
Oh,
Do
that makes sense.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love it.
So originally we talked about. I kind of bounce all my ideas off my wife, and she's like, "Stop talking." But the box, I thought, oh, it should sit outside of the box, and then I said, no. I always want to thin slice it as much as I can, make it as simple as I can, and so we completely got rid of, it's Occam's razor, the simplest solution. I said, this has got to be it. It should just be the box. So we started building our own boxes. It's our own steel proprietary. Powder coat the whole thing, and so
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to create some fire,
Ooh.
and we're going to hear a little bit about your experience on Shark Tank and how that has really changed the trajectory of your business.
Sure.
So we'll be right back.
I'm Jeffrey Bowling, owner and jewelry designer at Jeffrey B. Jewelers, Denver's #1 jewelry design studio. And the reason why we're #1 is because of our 3D custom jewelry design. We can show you what your piece is going to look like way before the end product. And this is going to give you the comfort of knowing you get exactly what you want.
He took me over to the computer and we started drawing up exactly what I wanted. And I told my husband, I'm like, Jeffrey B is the person we're going to use.
And the other reason is that all of our gold and our diamonds are ethically sourced. So when you're ready to make that proposal, when you're ready for that legacy piece, go to jeffreyb.com and make an appointment. Because when it's love, it's Jeffrey B.
Welcome back. We are here with Josh Thurman with the LavaBox, and so we're going to unpack this. We're going to play with fire here in just a minute. But let's hear, tell me a little bit more about what this actually is.
Yeah, I think that's it's something new, and I think that's what's exciting about it, is that it is a portable campfire. So people in Colorado will know that we cannot have campfires, wood fires most of the year.
Yes.
This was an exceptional year last year, exceptionally wet year, so we didn't have quite so many bands, but normally we have bands all the way through the year. And then in Denver County, there's almost always a ban. So we needed something that would pass what they call the stage 2 fire ban, which is you're only allowed to have propane and it has to have an on-off switch. And so when I designed the product, that was the core piece of it, had to pass that fire ban. So inside of this is a burner that's a patent pending burner. and then also has some really special rocks inside. I'm going to open it up.
Yes.
Let's see what's inside. So inside of this is what we call the Hades stones. These are proprietary to us, but this stone can get wet, it can get greasy, and it's all ceramic weave, so it actually never goes away. Feel that thing.
And it's super light.
Right?
Super
Almost
light.
nothing. Yeah.
Yes.
So all in 8.5 pounds for this guy, and then inside, like I said, is this U-shaped burner, and it's very simple. Then a grate sits on top. Those rocks go in it, and we light it on.
All right, let's do it. Let's
All
turn
right.
this on.
All right, let's do it. So inside of the instructions, it'll tell you, it says light the lighter first, just like your grill at home.
Yeah.
Just turn that lighter on and then just start to fire it up nice and slow. You'll see the gas kind of come on. It starts off very small.
Yeah, I
And
love it.
you remember on Shark Tank, I said you can
Yes.
go from kumbaya all the way to heavy metal fire.
Woo!
So,
And that puts off heat. I mean,
a lot of heat,
that
yeah.
puts
So
off a lot
that
of heat
burner
just
can
for
do,
that sec-
280,000 BTUs goes through that burner. So
Wow.
just to give you some idea of what that really means in regular terms, your stove at home probably maxes out at about 60,000.
Okay.
The next biggest fire pit on the market maxes out at 65,000. We're at 280,000 BTUs.
Wow.
So it's a
That's
big
fantastic.
fire.
It's a big fire. And I definitely feel the heat on it, right?
So I don't know. My partner does not like to be cold.
Yes,
And so,
same.
Yeah. So she said, make something that actually makes me warm. You can feel it right now.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to turn this down a little bit, okay?
But
This is so profound. So now you were on Shark Tank.
yes, ma'am.
And and if you guys have not seen the episode, make sure we're gonna drop a link into that to go watch it. But you had like a shark frenzy.
I
Like
did.
3 of the 4 sharks wanted to purchase this. And so tell us about that experience and
Sure, I'll
what
tell.
some of your key kind of takeaways are. From
Yeah.
that.
So it's an incredible experience. So first of all, we were in our first year, and that's when I first talked to the sharks.
Yeah.
Talked to the producers at Shark Tank. And I had no sales, though. I had very little sales. I think our first year, and I'm happy to talk about
Yeah.
anything, but our first year we only did about $40,000, which for our first year was like not so bad. We were trying to figure out what we were doing and how to manufacture. And they said, we love you, we love the product, but that's not enough sales to come
Yeah.
on the show, and you probably won't get a deal if you don't have a little more
Yeah.
sales. I said, no problem. Next year rolls around, they said, please come back. And so I, of course, said yes. People always ask me, why did you go on the show?
Yeah.
I went because it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I went just for the experience.
Yeah.
I didn't, I don't know a lot about, this is not my world. We talked a little bit about
Yeah.
my background. This is not my world, but I thought I'm going to have a really neat life experience, and people will see the product, and I might get somebody to teach me how to do this.
Yeah.
And so I said yes. You go through a couple of interviews. The paperwork is incredible. It's like a whole nother job. So people who are thinking about applying, just be ready for that piece of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it is a very real process. It's wonderful, but it's taxing. It's
Yeah.
hard. So you better be ready to gear up and do it.
Yeah.
And then you jump right in. You send them all kinds of tapes and videos, and I'm not telling you anything that's proprietary. I won't share that and stuff.
Okay.
But it's a real process, an amazing
Yeah.
process. And you fly out to Culver City, California, shoot the show, and then it goes from there. And I don't mean to correct you, but it was actually, they didn't show it. I had 4 sharks make offers.
Oh, 4. Oh. the clip that I didn't. Okay, thank you
No,
for
no,
correcting
they
me.
didn't. No,
'cause
they didn't show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Daniel Lubeski also made an offer.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
So
So then you had the shark frenzy, and then you ended up going with Lori's
yes,
deal.
Yes,
But there's a twist.
there is a twist.
There's a twist.
So yeah, the twist is that after a year of talking with her husband, who's also there, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. It puts off so much heat.
Yeah. It does.
After a year of chatting with them and kind of really getting to know them, which they were
Yeah.
wonderful people, we decided to go different ways just because.
Wait, that was a year. Like you guys had stayed in contact and was connecting for a year.
Almost a year, yeah.
This is what they don't show you behind the scenes. We're
Well,
bringing it to you now, right?
I think some people it's less, some
Yeah.
people it's more.
Yeah.
But for us, that was kind of like our getting to know each other period.
Yeah.
And we just decided that like it just wasn't a perfect fit.
Yeah.
And it was very amicable. It was something that we both thought was the right thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun. It was great. And I really appreciate everything they
Yeah.
did for me. So.
But in again, I'm a big believer that, things happen for us, not to us,
Yeah.
right? And so the thing, even like that falling out, and again, it was amicable, it was positive, but that has opened up so many doors for you. And just by the exposure of it has opened up,
I'll tell you
incredible
this.
doors.
I sold a month's worth of product in one day. Which is
And that's the
kind
power
of
of
outrageous.
exposure. That's the power of
kind
exposure.
Kind of outrageous. Yeah, and I think TV is really special because I think it's the only place that truly validates your product.
Yeah, yeah.
You can put it online, but people know that reviews may not be real.
Yeah.
You can have it in a store, but once again, they may not see it in action.
Yeah.
I think that there's something magical about TV that tells you this is a viable product. This is something that's authorized in the minds of consumers.
Yeah.
So I think there was a big piece of that was television.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love it. Just wait until the sales come in from Talking with Teri.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Teri.
You're welcome. I'll take 10%.
I only applied 6 times, Teri. I mean,
I'll just take 10%.
I get it.
And 50 cents on each product.
Everybody wants their points. I get it. No,
I love it. I love it.
I've always, I actually just did another big TV buy with a great group of professional kayakers for a TV show that plays on PBS, plays on Bally in Canada, plays all over the country, all over North America rather. And I think that's just something that's a long-term smart move.
Yeah.
If you can get your product in front of people on TV, it does change it. I mean, people always say like, oh, mailers are dead, or this is dead, medium's dead. They're wrong.
Yeah.
I think they're wrong.
And
the data says they're wrong.
And it's a beautiful way to edify yourself and your products.
Yep.
And it's
well, the data's very clear that,
Yeah.
that people do still purchase from getting mailers. People still purchase from, you can say it's very vogue to do lots of fun TikTok videos, but that doesn't guarantee sales, and I think that's really important for people to not let go of.
Yeah. Now you have different. Obviously, this is my favorite one. This is so.
I brought this one for you. Yeah.
This is so chic. I love it.
I thought it was the leather handle.
Oh my gosh, it is so.
The gold accents.
I'm super excited by this. But you have obviously different sizes, different models, and I heard that you also do custom.
We do a ton of customs, and I think it's just it's such a neat thing to have because it's first of all, once again, it's new.
Yeah,
so, it's a new, neat product, and of course, Shark Tank makes it even more special. But to have it be something that's a corporate gift like that, I think is really nice. Like it's something that you can afford to give to your top employees, your C-suite, and they love it.
It's a unique item, and I just think that you can use it for camping and obviously everything outdoors. But I can see this in using this, just gatherings, friends,
100%.
or just other things that you can be using this for.
100%.
And I think it's just a fantastic,
what it's really great is tailgating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brilliant.
It just has become this crazy tailgate thing. I had no idea that was going to happen.
That's brilliant.
Not me.
Yeah.
The customer told me that. So this tailgating is the thing.
Yeah. It's small. It's portable. It makes easy.
Well, it lit a fire under me, so to speak. I had to do it to actually create another new product that's coming out. Actually, the pre-sales start on Black Friday. So we actually built a product that has a dual burner system. So one burner is just for cooking, fully adjustable, goes up to 1,000 degrees. It can boil 4 cups of water in under a minute, or under 2 minutes, excuse me. I wish it was under a minute. Whoa. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
But you can choose which one you want. So you can either have the campfire side, or you can have the cooking side, and that's called the Trident, and it will be out coming on next week.
I love it. Well, and this is perfect because I think gift giving, like I'm always like, what do I get my husband?
Yeah.
What do I get my husband? And especially for those folks that it's hard to buy, this is a brilliant gift.
This is a perfect. I mean, like every husband we talk to is so excited. They're like, oh my God, I got a LavaBox, and I get the cutest husband videos, and the responses are insane. I love it.
Yeah. And you can actually cook on this, right?
Absolutely. So, and you can cook from our classic system, but our new Trident burner is really going to be the game changer.
Yeah.
To have a dual burner system, to be able to dial back.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
and actually we have when we do our unboxing, I'm going to show you something really special.
Okay, and we can even
make us more all day.
Make us more all day.
It's the best, and the kids love it. And you go outside and put on movie night, put up the big sheet, and fire the LavaBox.
This
there you
is
go.
perfect. Okay, I love it. Okay.
You ready to open? I brought you something.
Yes. Well, we love opening things. Like, I love opening things. We were talking about this, about just the act of opening things is joyful.
Well, I am going to give you a gift today then.
Okay,
so
love it.
Let me bring it over. So this is our #1 seller. I'm going to show you that. I know you like the packaging. So this is our mascot, our little raccoon there on the side, waves
so
to you.
Oh, that's adorable.
He's pretty cute. But this is our #1 seller, the Takana 2. So most of our LavaBox are named after famous volcanoes around the world. Takana is actually two cones that sit above Mexico City. And the reason it's called the Takana 2 is it comes with something really special, another one of my patents.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you open it, and I'll show it to you.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Now, this would be probably the best thing to get on your front doorstep. Like,
we literally get pictures of people.
Like, move over Amazon.
They
Welcome
love it.
To
They send me pictures of just the box. When the box gets there, they send me pictures of them getting the box. So.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Okay,
Right,
so let's.
Yeah, so first, go ahead and pull it out. There you go. Nice muscles. I'll take that box out of the way. So that is our bug out bag.
I love it.
Modeled after a classic range bag that you might carry your handguns to the shooting range. And inside you get, this is the goodie bag.
Okay, the goodie bag.
Everybody gets a goodie bag.
Fireballs.
Fireballs.
I mean, oh my goodness, I love
You
this.
get all
Okay.
kinds of little fun things, stickers.
You know what? I don't want to show everything.
Okay, don't show everything.
I feel
so
like-
instructions are in there, of course.
I feel like we should just keep something secret
keep secret.
for those that are buying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So goodie bag is, and we get a lot of comments about the goodie bag. We're very excited. So that's just the
Okay,
padding in there.
that's
Yep.
the bag. Okay.
We'll move that.
That's the bag.
All right, here comes your LavaBox.
Yes,
and this is
look
our
at
classic
this.
tabletop volcano. There you go.
There it is. There it is.
That's the original product. That's the first one that
Okay,
we ever
like this
put
one,
out.
right?
Yep,
This is
exactly
this one.
right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then now this is something special.
Ooh, this is something
I hope
special.
you'll open
Yes, I'm going to open this.
Just tear it open.
And I just,
Go wild. There you go.
it's great.
All right, so this is our over-under grill thingy.
This is brilliant.
So let me show you what that does. So,
Okay.
so like I said, this is called the over-under grill thingy. This is one of my patents. And this is actually, I always like to have things that do more than one thing.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah,
so of
brilliant.
course you gotta be able
Yes.
to cook with it and have
Yes.
a campfire. But this guy, the reason it's called the over-under grill thingy, my lawyers are still upset. They're like, are you really gonna call that for your patent?
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
name? And I was like, I am. It's gonna be fantastic. So you open up these legs, right? And this guy, so in national parks, you have to have it up 5 inches off the ground. So that gets you 5 inches off the ground,
Perfect.
which is nice. But most parks have those big round pits in the park. And
yeah.
so this was originally, the box was built to sit inside there. But, so you can put that in the existing fire pit, and then you close up these legs. And it seems simple. Once again, everything's really simple, but you close those legs up, and now you're gonna clip it right onto the top, and now you're ready to grill.
Brilliant.
So I know it seems like something so simple, but it really works well. So the over-under grill thingy.
I love it. The over
Over-under grill thingy, yeah.
thingy. I love it. I love it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Now, obviously, you have your other equipment.
You need your regulator.
Yep.
And I think that's probably about it in that
Yeah.
one. But
I love it.
I want you to keep this is called the Hekla.
Ooh.
So you'll know the names of the products. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the Hekla. It's named after a Swedish volcano. What are those things called?
Yeah, volcanoes.
Yeah. So that'll be yours. You'll keep the over-under grill thingy. I just think this is the right
goodness.
box
It's
for you.
like,
I was
oh
like,
my
what
gosh,
box
oh my
would
gosh.
Terry like?
Oh
And
my
it's like
gosh.
silver and pink and
I
and
love
leather.
it.
It all felt right to me.
It feels right to me too. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to be taking this out, and you're going to be following me on some of our adventures with my new LavaBox. I love this. All right. So where can people find out more information
Sure.
about you?
Absolutely. So the best place to go is we do a lot of direct-to-consumer. We have about 40 retailers around the country, but we love to have people come visit our website and get all their information. That's fireanytime.com.
Love it.
Easy.
Fireanytime.com.
That's it?
Josh, this has been absolutely delightful. You're
Yes.
just a great human being.
Oh,
And
stop.
I am so excited that we connected.
We didn't even talk about our charity work we do. But
Oh, well, let's hear it. Let's do this. I want to hear the charity work.
Yeah, so $1 for every single sale we do goes to our nonprofit called Protect Our Rivers, where we do river cleanups around the country, and actually we're about to expand past that, which we're really excited about. We have a wonderful executive director who runs that for us. And then we also do a ton of giveaways. So if people have a really fun event that they want us to support, please let us know, and we try to support as many charities as we can. in just the last 2 years, we've given away $20,000. So for a startup, we're really proud of that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Oh my goodness. So if you have any needs for gift giving, please check out LavaBox as your one-stop shopping for all your camping needs and your camping fire needs, because I think it's just a brilliant product, and I can't wait to, play with ours.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Josh, for being on here.
My pleasure.
And make sure that you check out his information. And again, as always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be the magic of you. Massive love to all of you. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell to find out about my upcoming shows. Thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time.